So hey guys, and welcome to another video. This is yet another review, this time of a very special Christmas gift that I got. The beautiful Class 67 by Hornby in Arriva Trains Wales livery. Now when it comes to Hornby's premium range, not their like cheap railroad range or anything, they have, in my opinion, the best packaging. Now they have this beautiful paper. It's smoother than paper. It's like a card sleeve to go over it. And you have a beautiful image of the engine. And then you have a little crest over here saying that it's a diesel electric locomotive. And then you have the what it actually is. So Arriva Trains, Bobo, diesel electric, class 67. And then the number 67003. And then, of course, the Hornby logo. And coming towards the side, you see the info. So the product code is R3268, Arriva Trains, Class 67. And it is DCC ready, which is good. And minimum radius of 438 millimeters, which is second radius curves. And then coming towards the back, ooh, if you can focus, a very, very nice brief history of the class, and then a picture of the real locomotive. So if y'all want to read this, you can. I'll just pause it. You can just pause the video. So some key points of interest on this class are: they were built between 1999 and 2000 by Alstom in Spain, and they were primarily built to replace Class 47s on mail trains that were run by EWS, or the English, Welsh, and Scottish Railway. These trains are Bobo, meaning that they have four wheels on each truck, instead of Coco, which is 6 wheels on each truck, like the Class 92 or the Class 47. Right there, as you can see, 3 axles on each truck. They have a top speed of 125 miles per hour. However, in service, they don't actually reach that speed. I think they're limited to something like 110 when dragging trains on the East Coast Main Line. But they may be able to reach 125 miles per hour sometimes. I'm not quite sure. However, they weren't all that successful in service because when they were built, because it's only Bobo and not Coco, that means that they have less wheels to distribute the weight on, giving it a high route availability, which means that it couldn't actually be used in a lot of places, meaning that it could only go on certain parts of the network like main lines, and it couldn't venture onto branch lines or anything, which was wasn't helpful really for the class's success. And of course, mail services did eventually go out of business, and the last mail train services was in 2005. And then the class pretty much became redundant and wasn't really useful anymore, so many were stored. However, companies running out of London Marylebone station, like Chiltern and the old Wrexham and Shropshire companies, they did use the Class 67s in push-pull mode with DVTs and Mark III coaches. And now Arriva Trains Wales uses their Class 67s and a DVT for their premier service between Cardiff and Holyhead. So nowadays they're pretty useful. So yeah. And then back to the box. And then to open it, all you do is just slide off the sleeves. And here you have the this has pretty much been adopted by all train companies nowadays, the block of ice packaging. And you just peel it out carefully. It is a pretty tight fit, like so. And then slide off the second protective coating. And then, before we get to the model, I just want to show you the details. This isn't the original bag. This is a Ziploc bag that I put the stuff in. So here you have a large tension hook coupling, which is for connecting it to the Hornby Mark IIIs, which I'll show you in a second, because they have the large tension lock couplings, and sometimes the narrow NEM couplings that are with the model don't really play well with the Mark III coaches. And then an air dam for the front of the model, which won't have a coupling. And then, of course, brake pipes and everything. So yeah, very nice. Then let's get to the actual model itself. And we'll just put this to the side. Now, starting off with this model, the first thing I want to say is how heavy this is. Now, the whole underframe, the fuel tank, and the chassis and everything is made of solid die-cast metal, which makes the engine very heavy and very good for pulling trains, which is very nice, so there's no need for the horrible traction tires on the wheels. As you can see, no traction tires, which is very, very nice by Hornby indeed. So now, starting off with the detail at the front, you have the light at the top, which works. I believe underneath this little grill here, there is the horn, I believe. It's nice separately applied windshield wipers. And then coming to the front, you have the nice tubing and piping and stuff that's famous for the Class 67s. And then you have the electricity, the overhead wires warning. And then the number, which is kind of obscured by the piping, but oh well, 67003. And then a lamp hook, lamp iron, I believe. I'm not too sure. And then down here, I applied the separately applied details from the pack, such as the knuckle coupling right here, which is realistic for the 21st century, because chain and hook couplings aren't as common as they used to in England. And then more fine piping and tubing and stuff. And then very, very nice metal sprung buffers on this model, which is something I haven't seen in quite a while. In fact, the last train that had metal sprung buffers was the Mallard that I had in the Flight of the Mallard train set, which was also by Hornby. And then coming to the side, you can see the beautiful livery application with this nice, beautiful blue. Handrails are not separately applied, unfortunately. But as you can see, a trademark of the Class 67s, which is the see-through engine block, which was very, very nicely done by Hornby, with some multiple mesh grills being used in here, and you can even see the engine block through the grills. So 10 out of 10 for detail for that. Coming down to the bogies, you can see the Bobo wheel arrangement, which led to the class's demise in the earlier years of service. The fuel tanks, you can see various stickers and warnings and stuff. The yellow, I believe that's the fuel cap before you actually fill it up. And then these are cylinders, so probably air compressors for the brakes and something, I'm not too sure. And then the bogie at the other side, the same. And then the number, which is on this side, 67003. And then coming to the back, this is the part that I designated as the hauling side of the engine. So as you can see, the slimline tension lock NEM coupling that was came with the model, very nice indeed. And then sprung buffers, as you would expect, from the other side. And then half of a brake pipe that I put down here. I cut off the actual piping part because I didn't want the coupling to hit it every time it went around a corner. And a hook over here for the hook and chain coupling system. Now I know that's inconsistent with the knuckle coupling on the front, but I kind of lost the other knuckle coupling that came in the detailing pack, So this is all I could do. It doesn't really matter because this side won't be seen that much because this is where it connects to the coaches. Again, beautiful detail on the back, directional lighting, and then the air vents, which are back here. Not see-through, but that's true on the model. They're not see-through as well. And then coming towards the top, you have, I guess this is an antenna or something. Not too sure. And then the trademark General Electric, like American exhaust system, which is seen on the Class 66s as well. And yeah, pretty much. And then the air roof vents again, which is also very nice, with separately applied mesh wiring, everything you can see underneath it. So yeah, it's very, very nice indeed. So we'll just put this right here. And then if I quickly get one of the coaches that is to go with the model. These are the Hornby Arriva Standard Mark III coaches. The box. Hornby Mark III Standard Open Coach. Yep. Just quickly want to show you a quick review of these coaches. Just take this out. So here you go. These are really lovely coaches. You can see all of the detailing is there. All of the lights. Now as you can see, these are very nice coaches. All of the detailing is there. You can see through it. Hello. You can see all of the chairs and tables and stuff inside. You can see the beautiful livery application. Arriva trains Wales, and I won't even try to pronounce the Welsh lettering because I don't want to offend an entire nation. So that's that. And then the Welsh government connecting Wales, because this train is run in conjunction with the Welsh government and Arriva Trains Wales for the premier service. And then very nicely molded details towards the end of the coach with the handles right here and molded in handrails. And then of course the gangways going between coaches, and C3, which I still think has to do with route availability. And then the info, Mark III coaches do have maximum speed of 125 miles per hour and are used with the HST Intercity 125 train sets. So these cars can really go. My only nitpick with these is that they are fitted with these horrible giant tension lock couplings, which are normally seen on railroad models. And you can't even change them up because they're not even NEM. There's some proprietary coupling, which is a real shame. So Hornby, if you're watching this, I think it's time for an update for some NEM couplings on your coaches. And then over here you have nice bogey detail, highlighted yellow suspension springs, and then this little red rectangle, I'm not too sure what that means, and the coach number 12180. So yeah, just a quick overview of the coaches that go with the beautiful Class 67 to form a beautiful train. So let's get all of this on the track and see how she runs. So here we are at the layout. Excuse all of the light, this is a gorgeous sunny day. But let's just get this beautiful Class 67 on the track and see how she runs. I have my handy railer right here. And then just slide her on gently. You're gonna work. There go. And then make sure she's coupled up to the coaches. And we're all set to go. As you can see, as soon as I put her on the track, the lights came on. So if I zoom in, you can see you have the top headlight, and then you have the marker light, both marker lights on both sides, and then the actual headlight, which is prototypical for day running. And you can change it to night running by the switch that I showed you before. And then when you flip the switch for the direction, the red taillights come on, which are very nice and bright. And this is prototypical because when pushing the DVT, of course, the red lights will come on in the back, and the DVT would have the directional headlights in the front. So let's just put that back into forwards, and let's test out slow speed performance. Look at that. Hornby have put a really, really marvelous drive system into this engine. So now let's get some more running shots of her. So let's just bring it to a stop. Come up a bit more. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So there you have it, the Class 67 by Hornby in Arriva Trains Wales livery. This model, I will give it a 10 out of 10. Outstanding detail, perfect performance. I don't know if you could hear it in the running session, but when this engine runs, it's just like a smooth, satisfying rumble coming from it, and it's just so smooth. The motor is so good. So Hornby have really outdone themselves on this model. I may do a bonus review, a bonus running video for this train with the DVT and the buffet car to complete the full set. However, it will not be in Arriva Trains Wales livery DVT, unfortunately, as Hornby have for some reason discontinued it. So what I will have is the Arriva Trains Wales buffet car on the back, and then a DB Shanker bright silver DVT. Because Arriva Trains Wales is a DB Shanker company, so using their DVT wouldn't be too unrealistic. So look out for that video. It'll probably go up right after this, so just look out for that bonus video. So if you like this video, please comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.